unnecessary disruption, chaos, turmoil. This is what we've had the last 15 years, is this idea of turning everything upside down. What we have today is an existential threat to the future of public education, and that has never happened before. I don't know how it came to be that legislatures thought they should directly intervene and tell schools how to reform themselves, because they lack the ability to do that. They don't know what they're talking about. You have to go into the school and see it for yourself. Judge a school by what it is and not by the stereotype that has been created by the mass media.
Watercolor, we erase the pencil lines out when you're done.
There's a tendency to say, oh, the public schools are hopeless. Well, that's not true. If you think the kids today aren't smart enough, take the 8th grade math test and publish your score and see how many of the people in the legislature can pass it. And I doubt there'll be very many unless they're professional mathematicians. It's astonishing what our kids can do today. It's astonishing if you see how smart they are and how many things that they know that we didn't know, and yet we continue putting down their teachers. So I think that it's important for the public to understand that these decisions that are so harmful to education are being made by their state legislature and by Congress, and this is democracy, and we elect them. So if they don't support our public schools, we have to find better candidates. I'm absolutely astonished at what a successful education system you have. I mean, here you have none of the so-called reforms that the rest of the country has fallen for. You don't have Common Core, you don't have charters, you don't have vouchers, you don't have, you're not evaluating teachers by test scores. Now, this has caused the rest of the country to stagnate, but in Nebraska, you've got one of the highest performing states in the country on the National Assessment of Educational Progress, and that's a very useful measure because it's an audit, and nobody can study for it. There's no test prep for it. It's just a thermometer that you check how you're doing. And Nebraska is doing very well. Nebraska is like 9th, 10th, 11th in the nation without doing any of those things. Other states have spent now billions of dollars trying to comply with all these mandates, and Nebraska has said, we're not going to do that. Let's see how it works out. Well, it's not working out very well in other places. I have studied the data. I've looked at what is happening in the state, and it is very clear that Nebraska loves public schools.